first car was a 1966 Pontiac Parisienne. It was my grandfather's car.
Nissan Micra, blue.
Cutlass Supreme, 1977 Cutlass Supreme.
A 1970s yellow VW Beetle, but I learned how to drive on a 1948 Ford farm truck.
My first car was a Nissan Maxima.
I didn't get my license until I was 30, so I'm glad I have my license, but I don't have a car.
My first car was a 1959 Chevrolet Impala.
It's an Echo, it's a 2003, and it's still my first car.
I actually don't have a favorite place to relax in Guelph. I relax at my cottage.
Riverside Park. I love walking along the river and the trail.
I really enjoy taking long walks in Preservation Park, which is just behind where I live.
To relax, actually, I'm here, right in this spot. Sitting on my front porch, I'd be able to sit here and watch the kids out here and play, and yeah, it's quiet. It's one of the things I love about Guelph.
I like to go for a walk in the park across the road. It's nice because it brings you back to nature, and they actually say that going back to nature is the best.
Right down on the river. I used to work down by the river, and there's a nice dirt path that goes right along, and I used to go for walks down there with coworkers all the time, and we love going there for walks and relaxing now.
Walking along the Speed River, it's just right outside of my house, and I love time along the Speed.
I think this park is one of my favorite places in Guelph. It reminds me of my son when I was little. His daycare was up the street, so we stopped by regularly.
I do. I have two cats named Mila and Zena.
I have no pets. I'm allergic to cats and dogs.
Yes, we have a pet. It's a rescue dog named Helix.
I have a black cat named Max. He's got 13 front toes and he's a polydactyl, but I think he's all good luck.
I have a cat named Comrade.
No, not anymore. When we came back to Guelph, we had to give the dog up. And it was Luna. It was a lab cross, and she grew up in the country, and it was too much of an adjustment for her, so we had to find a nice home for her.
I do. I have a dog. Her name is Lola.
I'm laughing because you can hear her in the background. It's Molly. She's a lab, a black lab, and it's the biggest suck I know.
Civics. So I guess I've maybe been interested in politics my whole life.
My favorite subject was English. I'm a book addict.
Man in Society.
Lunch.
I'd have to say math. I initially didn't do very well in math, but in the end, with the right teacher, I did fantastic. And it was all about solving that puzzle.
It was history. I like to learn about the mistakes from the past.
I'd have to say math and gym.
Mathematics.
It's Jack Layton and it continues to be so. I think it's a positive influence to have someone who teaches inspiration and hope.
The person that I always looked up to personally was my father. He worked for the federal government. He wasn't a politician, but he certainly had his opinions, and a lot of times they just made sense, and that's where I've taken a lot of my lead from.
Tommy Douglas, because he fought for the underdog, and he has a lot of great sayings. He makes us realize how important it is to be Canadian and what being Canadian is.
I think my political hero would be Obama, and I think it's because he's inspirational.
I think I'd have to say Fidel. I think he persisted. He was strong. He made things much better for many more people and continued to lead until he couldn't anymore.
Tommy Douglas, because he created a new political party at a time when we needed a party, particularly to build our public health care system, and I feel like I'm building a new party for the big challenges we face today.
I would probably say Ben Shapiro, because he is young, has very well thought out opinions, and I like looking to him for inspiration.
Winston Churchill. The more I read about this gentleman, I just realize the pressure he was under and how he was able to coordinate the Second World War effort.